Hi, boys and girls. We are going to go over your I CAN statements for today in this video. Let's see. The standard that we are working on. Oh, goodness. 1 second. The standard that we are working on is right here, and it's called 4C5. The 4 stands for fourth grade, the C stands for computation, and the 5 is just the number of standard. So none of that matters for you guys. Basically, what this standard is saying is that we are learning to add and subtract fractions that have the same denominator or a common denominator. The standard also talks about being able to break up fractions when we are adding and subtracting them. So your I CAN statements are listed right here below that standard, and I'm going to highlight the top one. It says I can add fractions that have common denominators. That's basically all that we worked on last week. We had 1 day of subtraction, but that's what we worked on. And for those of the ones that joined the Zoom, I know for sure that they know how to do it because I was able to work with them and able to see them. And I know for a fact that they know how to do it. I hope that most of you or all of you can do it, but you have to show up to Zoom for me to be able to actually work with you and interact with you and to test you with things. So not like a real test, but give you problems to work on in front of me. The second one I have highlighted says, I can subtract fractions that have common denominators. It's basically the same as when we add them, except we're just reversing, we're subtracting. There's no big surprise here. You're just subtracting the top 2 numbers, which are called numerators. The last one I'm going to highlight is down here. And it says, I can show that when I add or subtract fractions, I am actually combining or taking apart pieces of a whole. So that's the second part of what our standard talked about, that when we add fractions, we are combining, and when we are subtracting them, we're taking them apart. So these were your I CAN statements that we are going to be targeting specifically today, but a lot throughout the week, and we are just going to have another week of learning about fractions and getting more comfortable with them so that we can really know how to handle them.